Why hello there everybody, DarkPhoenix Ninja 92 here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. Well, The Witcher 2. I don't know why I forgot the 2 there. Anywho, last time we left off, Geralt was accused of treason and locked in this dungeon, and now we are trying to escape and meet Royce, or whatever his name is, that blue stripes guy, by the river so we can escape and hunt down the people who killed Foltest. And we've already died several times attempting this, so it's probably going to be requiring me to be a little on the cautious side. And I see someone coming this way. We're also on one of the harder difficulties, so that's not gonna make things any easier for me. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Oh, fucking hell. I hate this section. There's a lot of guards and they tend to kill me. Reloading. A pity we can't actually turn invisible. That would be fairly handy. But unfortunately, this part is proving to be a bit of a headache.
Piss on a louse.
Ugh, these guys are going to give me trouble, aren't they? I knew it. Is our little choke point going to be helpful enough? Probably not. That's another guard down. And there you go. Being nice and dead. And let's nab their stuff for the time being. See, this is one thing I hate that a lot of games do. They're non-stealth games, yet they try to introduce stealth mechanics. And this one is definitely an example of things going horribly, horribly wrong. Because, since the game isn't designed with stealth in mind, and they're just trying to shove the mechanics into existing games, it tends to just make things a bit of a headache for you. But now we're just going to put out all the torches. Because these torches may get on my nerves if I have to come back this way. got that one. Got that one. And our dear ambassador from Nilfgaard lies within. With the mother of the guy, I can't remember his name. The Lavalette heir, who we killed in single combat during the assault. This is going to be awkward, for sure.
Allow me to introduce the Baroness Lavalette, mother to the royal children, who at present mourns the passing of her eldest son. Milady. I comfort the Baroness with assurances that House Lavalette need suffer no more. Its future brighter as it stands protected by the Empire of Nilfgaard.
Did you kill my son, Arion?
Yes, but you have to know, he didn't really give me much of a choice. I did offer him the opportunity to surrender, but he wasn't willing to take it.
I had no choice. He knew what can happen once swords are drawn and begin to swing. He chose death over shame.
Stubborn like his father and grandfather before him. Honor above all. How did he die? Did he suffer?
No.
No.
I doubt he felt the
Say
fire
that
below.
confidently.
Didn't even see it coming.
There's that.
No suffering. Good thing to be able to say.
Milady, I killed many during the assault, not just your son. War
Yes,
demands
I
sacrifices.
think Geralt's feeling a
remember
bit
that
of
the next time
brutal
we're about to
honesty
start
is in
war.
order here.
Have some compassion,
And again,
Master Geralt.
subtlety and
The Baroness
tact are
requires
not
support.
really
She's distraught
his
as it
strong
is.
suits.
Unnecessary toil, Excellency, for witches have no feelings. And the truth, especially when painful, can wake us from the slumber of self-deception. I deserved as much.
That's
Milady,
nice.
I wouldn't trust the ambassador if I were you.
Master
Awfully
Geralt,
nice
let us
of
be
her.
serious, please.
Let him speak. I wish to hear this.
I didn't know your son, but I know he saw the Empire as a foe, as did King Foltest.
You've no notion of the events transpiring in the kingdom, of what Kimbold, Maravel, and their ilk are capable. My duty is to Foltest's children, their safety. And though I too see a pact with Nilfgaard as a pact with the devil, I feel I have no choice. Besides, can you say that you really knew the king?
Well enough to be confident of my words.
Truly? In that case, what kind of a man was he? I wish to know your view.
Let's see. Now, how would Geralt feel about Foltest? Because we may have known him, but there's the whole amnesia thing. So we can't exactly use anything outside of what we've experienced in this series so far. And I don't think we really saw him as using everyone or everything, and we definitely are one to judge. We're going to judge him because we saw the kind of stuff he did. And I can't really say he came across as being a good king. I mean, he essentially ended up starting a civil war over a lover spat. Can't really call that a good king. So I suppose he was like any other man, just born to wear a crown.
He laughed at pleasantries, envied those better than him, feared those stronger, despised the weaker, and killed those he hated. Those he loved he presented with ballistae. He was a man like any other, except he was born to be king.
True. He was a boar in a crown.
Milady.
And that was the first and last honest epitaph he'll get. Once the poets start in, nothing will remain of the real Foltest.
Milady, you will set down your memoirs. I shall make that my mission. Once we bring in the appropriate artist...
Later, Excellency. All in due time. The ambassador questioned your guilt. It seems now that I too believe you did not slay the king. Your Excellency, you will aid the Witcher to escape the castle.
Oh,
That is my wish.
nice.
But, my lady, this would represent an immeasurable risk in my estimation. And there is the matter of your son.
He chose his fate and departed in a manner worthy of the Lavalettes. How am I to believe you'll protect me from reptiles like Kimbold and Maravel when you balk at the notion of deceiving a few prison guards?
Milady, I shall do what is in my power. Give me a moment, Witcher, then proceed to the main gate.
I have to say, I like how that went. It was very interesting because my first assumption would have been she would have gone batshit and decided to demand the guards in there kill us, and then we would have to fight our way out through them.
The witch has fled his cell and is raging in the dungeon. Restrain him immediately.
I'm really glad that it didn't go like that.
I shall
It's
personally make
quite
certain you hang beside the fugitive.
an interesting way to have things go, that the mother of the guy that we killed decided that she would be, let's just say, supportive, and rather than trying to have me killed or something, would actually assist us. I have to admit, I kind of like her. She's an interesting character, to put it lightly. And now I believe we are out of the dungeon. Yes, indeed. And I will save it as soon as we are able.
Halt! Oh, blimey, is that you, Witcher? They say you killed the king.
Right not.
Well, I didn't, and I'm going to prove it.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Glad to hear that. It'd be pretty stupid if I had to kill you now. Did all the Reavers survive the assault?
Aye, they've been drinking themselves silly for 2 days now. I believe I owe you something.
You don't owe me a thing.
We wound up in a boiling cauldron during the assault. You know how it is when knights get caught in a tight passage. Nowhere to go. Those in the back push forward. Those in the front are stuck. And halberd blows raining down from above. I'd have been crushed if not for my armor. And about 10 blows landed on my helmet. My ears still ring and I puke time and again. But I live and breathe.
Concussion. It'll pass.
So, I have to ask, were you with the Reavers in that Scoia'tael ambush?
Were you on patrol with the Reavers when they ran into those Scoia'tael?
Aye.
Kenneth mentioned the unit was especially vicious. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A unit emblem or something?
Right you are. They had masks made of the cloth of Special Forces uniforms, and they hollered a lot, Yorveth or some such.
Where did the dragon come from?
I've no idea, but it saved our asses. The elves ceased shooting at the sight of it. Can't tell you anymore, as we fled right then as if the devil himself was on our tail. Take this. Kenneth told me to study up, but I've not the mind for it. Just not cut out to be a dragon hunter, I guess. It could be useful to you, though.
I need to go.
There are sentries on the dike. No way you'll slip through.
Can you distract them?
I'll try, but remember, count me out if there's a fight. In fact, we could end up foes.
I hope not. Go.
Just give me a minute.
Okay. We'll give him some time. Better to not end up causing a fight, if we can help it, I think.
The Kingslayer's escaped. We need to cut him off. Follow me.
All right, let's go.
We'll give them a moment to get distracted and head off.
Geralt, over here.
Chris. Good, and we made it past without having to fight New Boy, because even though the people he was with were kind of jackasses, the kid's relatively nice. Well, as much as anyone in The Witcher can be considered
You were to sneak out.
nice.
Avoid anything resembling a bloodbath.
You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss.
Yes, if you wanted me to be able to sneak by those guys, you'd have had to blind them all.
Witcher's mistress,
And leave me some magic or something. Yes, I'm afraid politics can be rather brutal.
Triss, you put
There's a
yourself
reason
out
I'm not too
Interregnum is
fond
chaos
of
by
it.
definition. Rats like Baron Kimbold and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbold, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago, I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Edirnian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is, then. Triss,
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain!
Well, time for us to get out of here. And we certainly don't want to be hanging around somewhere where the locals want to do the equivalent of disemboweling us with a rusty spoon, after all.
War is a good time to forge friendships, alliances. Harry and Lavalette, busy building walls and forging swords, forgot that. When he was gone, those he loved were forced to forge friendships with those he hated.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship
child.
with the sorceress.
I thought Witchers
named
couldn't
Yennefer.
have kids.
Stories of a life
Very
stolen from her.
interesting.
Am I boring you?
And
Don't set this tale.
toxic
Give
relationship.
me just a few minutes more, for someone
wonder
special's about to appear
what
in dire straits
could it
upon a
be
scaffold.
that would cause Dandelion to refer to it as that? That's a very interesting way to talk about Geralt's relationship with Yennefer as a, quote, toxic relationship. And I'll be interested to find out why they refer to it as that. I imagine it'll come up at some point. At least I hope so. And what have we here?
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned. That of Demavend, King of Aedirn, by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned. Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in a killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his neck. Time to go. Do you have a deal, elf?
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
That time of the month.
And here we are, nearly at Flotsam. And that was a most interesting cutscene. And even if Geralt doesn't know it himself, we now know for certain that the Scoia'tael did help our mysterious muscled killer.
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
And we are fast approaching the point at which this will cease being... We are fast approaching the point at which I will have no more knowledge of this game. And in fact, the moment we arrive in Flotsam, this Let's Play will be blind.
I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that.
So yes, I'm very much looking forward to our arrival in Flotsam, because then this will be blind. And I really prefer doing blind Let's Plays. Maybe a little strange, but I kind of enjoy playing games where I don't know for certain what's going to happen, because I can be surprised, and I rather like surprises. Huh. You know, this little scene actually reminds me of something from Power Rangers, believe it or not. Wild Force specifically. When you...
responsible for the
it was like the second or third time you meet Xanaku. And to those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's not actually relevant. It just reminds me of that. When we see him there playing the flute.
And now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One dwan less.
Okay, I can tell you.
Where's your unit? Dispersed by a raiding party?
They're exactly where they should be. I assure you, no
I
humans can surprise the Scoia'tael.
Since when did the Scoia'tael hire professional killers to do their dirty work? The Dwan, even. You've fallen low.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Squaretal again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Archers in shrubs? Oh dear.
Stay!
God damn it, Roach. Why do you have to provoke them? Well, that's a handy trick.
That ought to discourage them.
Turning arrows into butterflies. Nice.
Are you alright?
And it looks like her nose is bleeding. That can't be healthy.
Should have charmed the archers. They're coming. Geralt,
Time.
still working. Stay close.
It's time to deal with these archers, I think.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Yeah. Let's get going.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a satisfied flower of one of the commanders.
Now, those guys are dealt with. Let's get ourselves
At
going.
least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Hey, watch it, Roach, or I may have to disembowel you with a rusty spoon.
Come on, let's go.
I have a few on standby just in case.
Are you alright? Bitches.
What's happening?
Come on, let's go.
Where the hell is that trading post?
Let's get there before these guys murder us.
Starting to think we'll make it. Wait. The barrier's waning. Triss,
Be quick!
give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now.
We got him. Now, can you walk a little faster, Roche? This is a bit of a stretch even for a Witcher. And we need that barrier, or else they will murder us with arrows. And I would rather not be murdered by arrows.
There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
Oh, fuck you. Apparently they're not as stupid as they look. They actually pulled back. That or they realize they can't take a probably heavily fortified settlement.
Know each other? Rather
Second one, I think.
but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Emiavar Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Yes, in spices. Come on, keep
the
up
woman?
now.
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard.
Wait, dwarf and a bard?
Oh yeah, the
Is
brothel
that
sounds
who I
especially
think it
interesting.
is?
Take care now.
Yeah, Geralt's not stupid enough to visit a brothel. For one thing, he's not been into the idea of... He's never actually made use of prostitutes in the past. And we're not about to change that now. Not to mention the fact that Triss would probably kill him if he tried it. And we have an execution to attempt. As well... Yes, time to watch that execution, I think. So, let's go and watch us an execution.